Hey, Lugnuts, what's up, man? We just got finished up. I'm going to make an early, late night post. That way I get to kind of enjoy my night and don't have to rush into anything. And it was a long day, man. We had a good weekend. We had Friday at Freddy's. Started to turn out to be a decent show, and then everybody started leaving. I guess they were afraid of the weather or something. Who knows? But anyway, we did that, and then today we had Shenango Car Show. It's always a good show. There was probably close to 200 cars there, but it was a little light, and I think that's because we're supposed to be getting some bad weather, and that's happening right now. So it's starting to come in, and everybody got out of there pretty quick as they did the awards and stuff. That was the time to go. So anyway, we had some great interviews. There was a lady that has a 54 Ford F100. We have been trying to get an interview with her for, I don't know, probably all summer long. And every time we see the truck at the show, every time we go to get an interview, she's not around. And on the back, instead of saying Ford, it says Floyd. And we were kind of always wondering what that was, what the representation of that was and stuff. And so we got to find out today, and it was a great interview, man. She actually chased us down like we've told all you guys to do, and come find us, and we want to talk to you about your vehicle. And she said, I own that 54, and I understand you guys are looking, to do an interview with me, and I want to do an interview. And so we went over there and we did an interview, and what a great interview. The truck ended up being her father's, and he wasn't much into looks. He was into the hot rod of the truck, and he had a great background story of what he did with the truck. He did everything from putting a blower on it to drag racing it, doing burnouts and different things like that. So anyway, when he passed, she got the truck because her brother or brothers, I'm not clear on that one. So anyway, they were never by their dad's side when he was working on trucks and stuff, but she was. So when her dad died, she got the truck, and she promised her dad that she would finish it. She always wanted to do different things to the truck and stuff. So this lady, instead of hiring it done, she actually did. I don't know an exact percentage of it, but from the way the storyline talks about, I would say she was at least 85-90% of the stuff she did herself. She did the interior. She did the door panels. She did the visors on the sun visors. She changed the rear end out. She did all kinds of different things to the truck that she wanted to do to make it her truck, And her dad always wanted to paint it creamsicle orange, and so he had painted the motor creamsicle orange. Well, she left that, and she did everything that what she wanted. She painted the truck in a kind of a blue, well, not a kind of a blue, but in blue with a silver bottom, and then she has a kind of a lighter blue pinstripe in the truck, which she just got the other day, and it really complements the truck and really pretty cool. But anyway, it was just a great interview, and she was so happy that we got to interview her and find out the history of the truck. But her dad's name was Floyd, and that's the reason why the tailgate, instead of saying Ford, it says Floyd on it, and she had that done. And so it's a kind of a tribute to her dad. And she says, every time I do a burnout or something like that, she said, it's my dad reaching over and stomping on the gas. It's not me. And I said, well, that's probably got you out of a few tickets. And she goes, I'd really rather not say. So anyway, it was pretty cool, man. I really enjoyed that one. We talked to several different guys. We did talk to a gentleman that had a Mustang, and he was was a pilot for United Airlines, and this was his high school car. He had the car over 50 years, and he went through 3 different paint jobs, and it was an automatic, and he always wanted a 5-speed and stuff. Well, number one, I don't know if you guys know any airplane mechanics, but their attention to detail is so spot on. It is amazing. I wish I had their attention to detail, and that's number one. It takes a special guy to be a mechanic and do things like that. And every pilot or every airplane mechanic that I know, they are that way. They are meticulous. I mean, the wires are all even and level, and there's right connectors, and there's just, it's everything they do is just a piece of art. I mean, this guy, his motor compartment, and you'll see it on the video. Please watch it. And you know, the nuts that held the fenders and the cowl and stuff were all the same copper colored nut, and the just the attention to detail. He had a tray table arm that I think it was Airbus 380 or something like that. Anyway, it was the aluminum arm that held the tray, and they got one that was broken, and he thought, wow, this would be a kind of a unique piece. So he took it home, and he cut it and drilled a hole in it, and it's his battery tie down now. So he has that piece of the aviation industry, which he spent all of his life in, and he brought that in and took it over and put it into his Mustang. And he ended up talking to him after we got done, and he even owns more cars. So, you know, he's a car nut, he's an airplane mechanic, and it definitely shows in the build of his Mustang. So please watch that one. And we did an interview just with him, and then after we were done, we went to break, and so that's a single interview. You'll see it, and just really a cool interview. But there was a great show today. If you were there and we didn't get a chance to interview you, it wasn't because we were being snobs. There was just a lot of cars, and we gave a special amount of attention to our interviews. We're starting to, instead of doing 50 cars at one time, we might do 20 cars, and then we cut it and go to break, and then we come back, and so we're chopping our videos up so it's easier for you guys to watch. We definitely want to make it more friendly for you, and also friendly for the folks on YouTube, and so that's what we're trying to do. So we want your feedback, of course. Always want your feedback, whether it's good or bad. We definitely want it, and we'd love to just critique and be critiqued, and do whatever we have to do to make the show good for you guys, because you're the ones that watch it. You're the ones that take the time out of your day to sit down and listen to these stories, listen to me and Derek ramble on about these cars and stuff. And hey, we're not a encyclopedia of knowledge on these cars. I'm not saying that we are. We know a fair bit. And, there's sometimes we're wrong in what we call things, or maybe wrong on the year model if we don't have an owner around or something like that. But, those are kind of mistakes that is going to happen all the time. And, but a lot of people say, well, you should know if you're going to host a show like this, and each car has a specific of its own year. Well, just like, for instance, the young lady that we did the interview with, the Ford F-100, her grill, her truck was a 64, her grill was a 66, so you really can't go in and start going by the variations, because these parts all interchange, and people like a certain look of a certain year. Like, I'm looking for a special grill for Bob, and it's not in. They didn't make it in '73, so if I can find that grill, I'm going to put it in Bob. But it's how unique you make your vehicle, and it's all about the story of why you did it and stuff like that. That's why we host the show. So we love those kind of things. So we might not be able to, unless it's just an iconic, like a 55 Chevy. They have their own look, 56, 57, of course. We know that, but when you get into the multiple years of vehicles that are basically kind of the same, but not really, it's hard to tell sometimes, and it's hard to know everything about all these cars. I had a gentleman friend that was a big classic car guy. Knew him for such a long time, back when I was working for Bruce Douglas at Specialty. His name was Vern. And Vern, I think Vern knew everything about cars there was to know. I mean, he was an encyclopedia. I wish I knew a quarter of what he forgot. But he could look at a car and tell you, no, this is a 32 because it has this, and this, and it's stuff that number one, I don't know, and a lot of things that the listeners don't know. So you have to be specific to the years that you like and that and we're learning. It takes us a little time, but we're definitely learning. So, but Shenango was a good show. We seen our old buddy Roy that had the Oldsmobile or the Buick. I think maybe it's a Buick, but anyway, he's already got over 1,000 likes on his video, and that was the one that was red. We did it out in Elizabeth, and he pulled the little Coca-Cola trailer. We were talking to his wife, and he was off gallivanting, and she's like, "Oh, he is so in heaven about the interview, and he just is amazed how fast it's growing, and people are watching it and stuff." And that's just because you guys are lug nuts, man. You guys see something you like, you share it, you follow it, you like it, you tell your friends about it, they do the same, and then all of a sudden the video views go up, but then our views go up. I mean, we was talking to a gentleman Friday night at Freddy's that had the red Corvette, and I told him, I said, we had 33,000 views. And he's like, what? And I said, yes. I said, they send us the report once a month. And I said, I'm just going by their figures. And but that's what happens when things get shared and things get, viewed, and your friends view it and they share it and stuff like that. And it's not too hard to gather that kind of viewership up, So it's pretty cool, man. The way that the page is growing. We are going to have a website for Rolling with Roller and Derek, and we might even do a podcast off of it, also. I mean, I'm going to have all the equipment, so why not? We're going to be here, so why not do it? And as far as Pedal to the Metal, we're still trying to learn all this stuff about what it takes to do the podcast. I've got a young man that is helping me, but he's working, but he lives in Canada, so I can't be hands-on with him. So if anybody out there has somebody they know, whether it be a young person in your family that's very techy, or somebody that you've had do some work with for you or something like that, in the new age of the computer and all that stuff. The name of the machine that I have that's going to do the podcast is called the Rodecaster Duo. And I want somebody to come over and help me set this up, and somebody that understands podcasts. I'll pay you for your time, but I'm a hands-on learner. I went to YouTube. I've seen a lot of YouTube videos, but the YouTube video guys, they do a great job, but they do it too fast for somebody that's trying to learn. I've seen several videos on this Rodecaster Duo, and the guys are like, and you unplug this, and you go over here, and you push this button, and then you push this button right here, and then you go over here, and then do this, and then you transfer the file over here, and you copy it, and you paste, and I'm like, what? I just turned the machine on. That's all I did. So I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea where you are, and you've really pissed me off because I'm coming to you for help and I don't know what you're doing. So, I mean, I'm 64 years old, man, and I grew up in a time where to send an email, we wrote a letter and we put a stamp on it and we mailed it. That was our email, and I'm trying to understand stuff and I'm trying to figure out all this new stuff on my own, but I'm not afraid to admit it that I'm going to need some help. So if anybody out there lives in the area around here, hit me up, instant message me, or whatever. My phone number is on the website, and or if you know of somebody that would like to make a little extra money on the side, we'd definitely like to talk to you, and maybe you can help us out. And please don't say you know stuff and you really don't, because I don't want to waste my time and I don't want to waste your time. And if you waste my time and I think you're not helping me, you ain't gonna get paid. So I'm just gonna ask you to leave. So anyway, and I don't have, I'm not a Warren Buffett guy. I don't have that kind of money. Nor am I a Jim Smith kind of guy with a lot of money. So I'm just roller. I have what I have. I can pay what I can pay. And we'll discuss that before you even start, because I surely don't want to waste your time either. So I'm going to put another request out there on all three of my platforms. And then that way maybe somebody will have somebody that can help us with this Rodecaster Duo machine and getting everything ready to go, because this thing's going to be amazing. This thing, I'm going to be able to do commercial work, which I really want to get into. I want to be able to make commercials for people. I can cut and edit and stuff like that, all the videos that we do, and I want to be able to do that. And I just need help is I guess what I'm saying. So I am going to reach out to a friend of mine. In fact, I'll see him at the end of next month, I think it is. Anyway, when at Specialty Auto Auction, but he works at KBPI, and his name is Willie B. And I know he's got some people that might be able to help me out and stuff and steer me right. And he's told me that, he said that, if I can help, let me know. So I might reach out to him. But I'd like to get some young person that's got a little time, that wants to make a little bit of extra money, and we can go through this so that when we kick off Pedal to the Metal, that we don't look stupid, because I don't want to look stupid, man. I already look stupid enough, so I don't want to look real stupid, and get that going. So I want to come out with commercials, for sponsors and stuff. I want to act like I know what I'm doing, because I can fade music in and out. I got a great intro song for Pedal to the Metal, so and I own all the rights to it. That's Sono AI. You can create music, and it's just amazing. I've wasted all my time playing with that, and I had to quit doing it because it's eating up all my credits. So anyway, this week coming up, Wednesday, we have the Mannheim Auto Auctions anniversary sale. That is on Wednesday, and you can take your car there Tuesday. I have the flyer right here. You can take your car Tuesday between the hours of 4 p.m. and 7 p.m. The Aurora Police Department is going to be there on site. The car will be inside the compound. They'll be there watching the cars. They've had them come just to watch all the cars that are left overnight. Plus, Mannheim has a great security team that's there, and they're 24/7 all over. They got cameras everywhere, so I wouldn't feel weird about leaving my truck there in any way, shape, or form, because I know that it would be okay. So you take your keys with you, of course. You don't want you just want to have that little bit of security for yourself. But anyway, so that's Tuesday the 12th from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. You can check in. Or you can show up Wednesday morning, which I'm going to do, and another friend of mine is going to do, between the hours of 6 a.m. and 8 a.m. Anything after 8, you're going to be turned away because the auction itself starts at 9 o'clock, and they can't have a bunch of people driving around to go park cars and stuff, plus with their drivers and stuff, because you never know, man, somebody getting a wreck or something, and they just don't want the liability of it. So that's why they're shutting it off at 8 o'clock. So all you have to do is you go online and you email Renee. That's RENEE dot. Very important that you put the dot in there. Walden, WALDON, at Cox, COX, autoinc.com. That's Renee, RENEE dot Walden, WALDON, at Cox, COX, autoinc.com. Email her and say, hey, I'm going to come to the show on Wednesday. This is a dealer-only sale. They don't let the public in, man. I'm really surprised that they're doing this, and I'm glad they're doing it because it's going to give you a chance to see what the dealers do when they buy their cars before they put them on the lot to sell them to you guys. So you get to watch 11 lanes of cars selling. You'll get to hear some fantastic auctioneers. I work with some of the best world champion auctioneers, and they're going to be up there selling. I'll be up there selling. It's going to be a great day. You're going to get a food voucher. They have a cafeteria. You can get some breakfast if you show up early on Wednesday. They have a food voucher for lunch that you'll get. They're going to give away trophies. They already have those in. The trophies are going to be like best of show, best truck, and there's a bunch of different trophies. I think there's probably 5 or 6 that they're going to be giving away, and that'll be voted on by the dealers at the sale that day. So you get to stand by your car. You can talk to people about your car there, because those guys will be interested. The only thing you can't do, you can't buy a car there. So don't hold your hand up thinking, I'm going to buy that car, that's cheap, because I don't care if you got the money to pay for it. You can't buy the car. It's a dealer-only auction, and you have to have a dealer's license, and there's nobody going to get a dealer's license and get everything done that you have to get done so you can buy cars at Manheim, Denver. But, maybe it'll be something you want to do, and you can at least see what goes on and how it works. But it's a completely different world, And they're located on the corner of Airport and 32nd. Their physical address is 17500 East 32nd Avenue in Aurora. And they're across the street from the Flying J truck stop. So they will be on the southeast corner of 32nd and Airport. And you'll go down about probably 1,000 feet maybe or so, and you'll turn into the vehicle check-in, and they'll have a special entrance for all the car people to go in, and you'll probably have a pilot car or something that's going to direct you over there, and you can park your car and get it ready for the sale. Bring your cleaning supplies and all that. There won't be any hoses available to rinse it off or anything. You'll have to do that before you come. But, if you need to armor all the tires or you need to wipe down the dash or something like that, you can do that. But no vacuums or water available at the sale for you to do anything like that. So once again, it's at Manheim, Denver, and it's 17500 East 32nd Avenue. So that's 17500 East 32nd Avenue in Aurora, on the corner of 32nd and Airport, the southeast corner. It's a big, big place, big lot. They have property all the way down to Smith Road, and then farther out that way, so farther east. So I hope you enjoyed if you show up, because it's going to be a good time. I have acquired a Bigfoot monster truck to be there. The drivers will be there signing autographs, and you'll get to take pictures with Bigfoot. by the truck and stuff. They might have shirts for sale. I'm not sure on that. That's up to them. We told them they could, so you might be able to get you a little bit of Bigfoot memorabilia and see some of the newer Bigfoot trucks are out there, because they're kind of going back to the retro Bigfoot, and I think you'll like them. So it's going to be a good show. And then we're going to follow up after that, and let's see here. We're going to go to, got the Cars and Cigars is going to be on the 17th, I think it is. I don't know where that flyer is. I apologize. Should have it. Oh, here it is. There's Cars and Cigars, August 17th from 3:30 to 7 p.m. And that's located at 22691 East Aurora Parkway. If you're coming on 470 and get off on Gar Trail, and no matter which way you get off on Gar Trail, you're going to head east, and it's going to be right at the top of right up there. As soon as you cross over the bridge, or as soon as you turn east, there's a big shopping center down there, and that's where they're going to be. But the one that I've saved for the last is our big show, and that is Saturday, and that is the Parker Car Fest. They put this show on, the Parker Cruisers, which I'm a member of. We put this show on every year. We are the only, there's 3 different events I think there is that will shut the main street down, and we happen to be one of them, and they're not going to allow anybody else to ever do that. But anyway, we shut the main street down from where the park is all the way east past the Parker Township building there, and then on the side streets, and then we fill up the parking lot where Las Delicias is and stuff like that. So there's probably 125, maybe 130 cars that are going to be in this sale. It is already sold out, but if you want to take a chance, you need to come early in the morning on Saturday. There might be some spots. They might be able to get you in. You'll have to pay $25 to get in, but that money goes to the Parker Task Force, and it helps feed people that need food and stuff like that. It's a great opportunity to help somebody out and to be able to go and look at cool cars. All the restaurants will be open. You'll be able to go eat at the tailgate or wherever you want. You can go over to FICA Coffee and get you some coffee. You can walk around. I'm sorry, I don't know, Johnson's Garage, I think it is, or something like that. They'll be open. There's a candy store. They'll be open. All the shops will be open to doing business, so you're going to be able to go see those, go into those, go to different restaurants to eat and stuff like that. So, and then plus you get to look at some cool cars, and that starts at 9 o'clock in the morning, and then I think it goes to about 1 o'clock. But we'll have trophies and stuff. They'll have some secret judges walking around judging cars, and it's a fun time. So if you get a chance next Saturday, it's the Parker Car Fest. Make sure you come and see us, man, because we're all going to be there. Derek and I will be there. We're going to have a booth set up, and we might not be at the booth. We're probably going to be out doing interviews and stuff. I have a friend that's coming, and he's going to kind of help hang out at the booth. He's going to hand out some flyers for a online classic car auction that he's doing, and so that's going to be, you'll be able, if you're looking for classic cars, we got specialty auto auctions coming up, and they're going to be in September, and that'll be on the 13th. Of course, the end of the month, I go down to with my son Jeffrey and another auctioneer friend of ours named Joaquin. We go to North Dakota State Fairgrounds in Minot, North Dakota, and we go down there for Motor Magic. It's a big car show. There's a drag strip. There's a circle track. They have racing there every night. We go to the races on Saturday night because we get in on Saturday, and then they have a classic auction on Sunday, and that'll be the last day for Motor Magic. But there's going to probably be 100, maybe 110 cars. It could be more, who knows? But we'll be selling cars there, so that'll give you another chance. But specialty will be on the 13th, and they're going to be in Greeley, Colorado, at the Island Grove Event Center, I think it's called. I know it's Island Grove. But anyway, that's another good car show, our car auction. You can go online to Specialty Auto Auctions. You can check out the cars that are going to be in the sale. You can register to sell a car. You can register to buy. Get all that done, taken care of. So when you get there, all you got to do is go get your bidder number and get that handled. So a couple of places to get cars if you're looking for a classic car. Of course, we see a classic car at a show. We always take down the number, tell you what the car is. If you're interested, maybe you and the buyer can get together and buy something. So we try to help out you, try to help out the buyers. We just want to have a very informational show is basically what we're looking for. So Good Guys is coming up on the 5th and the 7th of September, and that's up in Loveland. And then there's our good buddy Jack Kern. He's going to be having a show on the 7th of September at Parker United Methodist Church, and that's located in Parker, and it's just right east of Parker Road. When you're going down Parker Road, you go by the church all the time. You can't miss it. And they got a big parking lot, and this is turning out always to be a big show and a good show. It's paved parking lot and stuff like that. So you can go on the Rolling with Roller. Hello, Ron Greenleaf, my brother. We missed you today, man. Hope to see you next weekend for sure. But anyway, this show at Parker United Methodist Church is a good show, man. It's a lot of fun. There'll be quite a few cars there. Hopefully Mother Nature. She's been kind of messing stuff up this year. What's up with Mother Nature? She's a little mad at us or something. I don't know what the deal is, but she don't want us to play with our cars very long. She doesn't want us to do this. She doesn't want to do that. She's causing havoc with fires and stuff. It's crazy. It's just crazy is what it is. Yeah. So, or it's real crazy. Yeah, I don't know. I've never seen anything like it in my life. Well. But that's some stuff that's happening. And then don't forget Cars and Cigars, man. That's going to be a good show. August the 17th, 3:30 p.m. to 7 p.m. right off of Gartrell, off of 470. The lady that putting the show on, she has a haircutting business next to a cigar store, and she owns both of them. So this will be the first year for the bikes to go in. We got to get by there and try to do an interview with her. Her name is Heather, and we got to get by and try to do an interview with her before the 17th so we can help her promote that, because she's really a great lady, man. And if you're looking to get your hair cut, I can't remember the name of the business, but it's an exclusive for gentlemen, and it's pretty good place. They know what they're doing. They've been cutting hair for a long time. So let me see if there's anything else here. We had the Shenango. Thanks to Frank and Van for putting on a great show. Shenango was another big hit this year, and congratulations, guys. Now there won't be a Freddy's meet and greet this Friday. Now you can go by there. There might be some people that show up that are not going to go to the Parker Car Fest, but there is not a scheduled event for Freddy's on this coming Friday, because everybody's going to be home cleaning up their cars and getting them ready for Parker Fest on Saturday. So make sure you make that mental note or write it down that there is no Freddy's. Castle Rock Poor Boys, they got a show coming up real soon. You can go on the website, either Rolling with Roller and Derek or to Pedal to the Metal. I have the flyer up on that website, and you can see all about it. And just come and hang out, man. Winter's right around the corner. We got some limited car shows coming up, and then it's going to be winter, and everybody's going to be putting everything up, and It's not. It's gonna be. It's gonna be shitty, man. First, it's not gonna be real shitty because we're gonna have pedal to the metal, baby. Yeah, we're gonna have pedal to the metal. We can talk to you on the phone about your car, and we can let people listen all over the world. And that's what my goal is to get this going. I don't know how much of a player Derek's going to be in pedal to the metal, but he's welcome anytime because that is my brother. I would die for that man. I absolutely love him, man. He's just a great guy, and the knowledge that he's brought to Rolling with Roller and Derek has taken the car to a new level, man. He's a gremlin guru, man. If you got an electrical gremlin that's causing you problems and you can't figure it out and other mechanics can't, I'll guarantee you what, there's probably 98% chance that Derek's going to figure it out, man. He's not going to give up, and he stands behind his work. He works during the week doing some stuff that installs sirens and stuff in police cars and different things like that. And then he does Parallax Auto Electric out of his house. And I can get you his phone number. You can talk to him at the shows, talk to him about your gremlins, and I know he'll set up an appointment with you. And it used to be kind of nice before he got so famous with the electrical gremlin guru because you could go see him anytime you wanted. But now that he's doing this and people are finding out about it, man, he's done some amazing work on some amazing cars. And just did a DeLorean here the other day for a radio celebrity here in Denver. And so it's just one of those things that we try to help you guys out as much as we can. If we know something, we'll sure tell you the straight scoop. If we don't know something, we'll find somebody that knows something, and we'll try to help you out as much as we can. If you got a show coming up that you guys want to promote, you tell us about it, you give us a flyer, we'll talk about it, we'll post it on our website. And I got 3 different platforms myself. I got my main platform on Facebook for me, and then I have Rolling with Roller and Derek, and then I have Pedal to the Metal, man. So that's 3 different places that we can put your information out on. And when we're there, we're going to be talking about it and really kind of promoting it. So it's a good platform for you to get out there and to enjoy having your business talked about or your problem solved or whatever it happens to be. So other than that, get your official lug nut sticker. And I know it's backwards, but I got to get a hold of my buddy Texas Rich, and I got to figure out how to set this all up, because this right here is called a Kingma, and it's a video vlog screen. And what this does is I can mount this on my phone, and if I use the front-facing camera, when you see like letters on a building, they're not going to be backwards anymore. This thing turns them the right way and allows you guys that's watching the podcast or the whatever you happen to watch, it's a video or whatever, or just looking at pictures, it allows the verbiage to be spun around the right way where you can read it. So it's just another little piece of technology that I have, and that's courtesy of my buddy Texas Rich. He's told me about this deal, and he said it's going to be a game changer for you, man, and you need to get it. So you know what, I listen to my friends that are successful in the business, and hopefully he can help us out, man, and this thing will be a big game changer. So number one, looking for somebody to help me with this Rodecaster Duo. It's let's see if I can show you here. Let's see here. That's the baby right there, man. It's what it is, but there's not a lot of buttons, but there's enough buttons there, and they do so many multiple different things that for somebody that's a non-techie guy like me, it's overwhelming. I am overwhelmed and trying to figure stuff out. What you think would work, it doesn't work. So it's takes somebody that can understand that. So looking for that. Don't forget the big show downtown in Parker next weekend. We got other stuff coming out. Go to our websites and you can see if there's a flyer somebody's posted. We'll that'll be a car show coming up. I'll start taking those other posts down of car shows that, excuse me, a little tired, of car shows that's already happened, so you don't get confused and you don't have to stream through a bunch of different ones and stuff like that. So, but we look forward to seeing you, man. We look forward to talking to you. We look forward to hanging out with you at the car shows. And Ron Greenleaf, we don't see you enough, my brother. We want to see you more often, and I know you're working and all that stuff. So we'll get together soon, and I sure hope you're going to make it down there on Saturday to the Car Fest, because it'll be good to see you. And other than that, hunt us down. Look for us. We got stickers, man. Yeah, we got a plethora of stickers, but we only have the lug nut sticker if you do the interview. You got to do the interview to get the lug nut sticker. And if you don't, then you don't get the lug nut sticker. I'm sorry. It's just the way the cookie crumbled. We want you to become an official lug nut right there. And yes, all you got to do is do the interview, do the interview, do the interview, and you too can become an official lug nut. So, anyway, you know we love you. Look us up, watch our videos, share our videos, tell your friends to do the same thing. We want to get this thing up. We want to start growing, man. It's time. It's just time to start growing. And if we're going to do this to as a side business, especially me, because I'm looking to do commercial work, and I want to do voiceover stuff and different things like that. And I'm going to be able to do that, but I got to get it set up. I don't know what to do. I just don't know what to do. And it's making me crazy, you know? We're making me crazy. I love you guys, man. Peace out. Talk to you soon. Have a great Sunday. Spend the time with your family. When you go to bed tonight, thank God for giving you such a blessed day. And we'll talk to you soon, man. Peace out.